Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's bright and early, daily discipline, mind, body, and soul. This is how we get through. I'm going to give you guys a little warning about this path of healing, of creating yourself into a stronger version. This path of reaching your destiny. I'm going to give you a warning about it. People never gave me this warning. You will lose friends along the way. This is a solitary path. It doesn't mean that you'll be alone. It doesn't mean that you'll be lonely. It does mean that you will lose people. You'll lose the weaklings. They'll fall off like dead branches. It may not be of your own doing. It may be their own doing. You know how you can tell when you have toxic friends, you don't have real friends, your friends are fake friends? Do you know how to tell that? One of the ways that you can tell that you have fake friends, that the people around you aren't really down for you, is when you start to heal, when you start to get over your past traumas, you start to get stronger in various ways, in your mindset, in your body. When you start to engage in a life of spirituality, a life of learning, a life of exercise. When you start to engage in this lifestyle management that I coach, that I mentor, it may offend some other people. It may disgust other people. It may turn them off in a big way. They may not like you anymore. They don't like the stronger version. Isn't that weird? Misery loves company. You may be around people that actually embrace and cherish and want to keep the weak version of you. They don't want the strong version of you. And you'll notice this by people being resistant towards you meeting your goals. What are you doing today? You're going towards your goals. They want you to do something else. They want to distract you. They're always pulling you away from your goals. Always trying to pull you off the path, onto some offshoot somewhere, some little side path that goes nowhere. You'll have friends that they don't want you to go to the gym. You're exercising. They think there's people that are really judgmental against in-shape people, against people who go to the gym a lot, people who exercise a lot, people who engage in that type of healthy activity, of which there's lots. And if anybody ever needs help trying to figure out how to be more active, I can give you lots of ideas. They don't want you to go do that. They think that's stupid. They think that people that engage in that kind of activity are shallow. They'll start judging you, bad-mouthing you, even to your face. Well, you're going to work out. It's so crazy that somebody would make fun of you for that or be offended, like as if it's an attack on them. You trying to get your shit together somehow makes them feel bad. It's somehow offensive to them. And you're going to eat healthy. You don't want to go to Five Guys or McDonald's. You'd rather eat healthy. You get invited out for pizza and you say, sorry, I'm going to eat a meal here. And they look at you like, oh, God. I think one of the first areas that people started to get real turned off with me, I'm talking about like my toxic friends, not all my, because I had friends that they saw me getting my life in gear in various ways and they rooted for me. Good for you. But I did have a large group of friends that were quite offended and taken aback by this new version of me that started to show up. These new interests. So weird. The first thing that I noticed that people were making fun of me as my toxic friends was that I would take time to read. I would just sit alone at a coffee shop or in my apartment and just read for an hour or two. Just sit there like a crazy person reading a book. They wouldn't even understand it. What are you doing? What the fuck is wrong wrong with you? Where's Skyler? He's reading a book. Like it makes me an asshole or something. I got myself a membership at the gym. I started going to the gym. Friends would be like, hey, you want to drink some beer? I say, no, I'm going to the gym. A regular routine of drinking beer after work every day. Instead of drinking beer after work every day, I just go to the gym. People don't understand that. Think that I'm shallow, pretentious. Isn't focusing so heavily on your body and being in shape, isn't that what weirdos do, losers? You know, because there's this attitude of weaklings that if you're jacked, you must be stupid. You must be crazy, obsessed. You have some crazy obsession. Looking in the mirror too much. You must be so shallow and pretentious. Why would anybody care what they look like? A whole room full of emasculated men. I'm hanging out with a bunch of fucking guys with man titties and fat bellies, and I realize I don't want to look like that anymore, and that makes me the loser somehow. I'm the jerk. I mean, it's funny as I look back on it. It's funny that I had friends like that. I wouldn't even be friends with people like that. But I used to be. And oddly enough, I didn't get rid of them. You may be smart enough as you get stronger to identify these go nowhere, do nothings, these negative nillies, these anti-intellectual, anti-spiritual, just losers. You can identify them and be like, you know what? I don't think I'm going to be hanging out with David too much anymore, or, you know, Amy's kind of off in her own world with her lifestyle, and I don't find that healthy. I'm trying to do my thing. You guys may be smart enough to do that. I hope you are. I wasn't. My friends dumped me. Either way you do it, whether you dump them or they dump you, it's like oil and water. You will separate. You'll be the only sober guy at the party, which makes you the weirdo. You'll be the only sober guy at the bar, which makes you a weirdo. I've had people ask me, I used to go to bars, I'd be the only sober guy there. And I've had people ask me, what are you even doing here? Why are you here? Why are you in the room? And I'd just be like, what? I just came out to socialize, have a good time. And people that I'm trying to socialize are sitting there disgusted by me. Why are you here? I wouldn't be here if I was you. The toxic people will get rid of you. They can't handle clarity. They can't handle purity. The unvirtuous can't handle virtue. You'll change. People might be sitting around talking about a topic, and all of a sudden, your opinion is different than everybody else in the room. Because you're righteous and you have character and virtue, and you might say, well, wait a minute, that's not cool. And everybody's just like, well, what are you talking about? That's not cool. You'll change in all kinds of ways. Your lifestyle, your thoughts, your habits, physically. You may decide that you want to change how you look. Your old look may have been an expression of an old you, and you're not that person anymore. I look at old photos of me and I'm literally not that person anymore. I was talking with a buddy of mine who's known me for a long time, and he was just like, that didn't even look like you. I could see that picture, and if you didn't tell me that was you, I wouldn't even know that was you. And it's like, yeah, well, that person is dead. I killed him. That version of me doesn't exist. So yeah, I changed, and my facial structure changed. I used to walk around with a certain level of intensity and anxiety and frustration and pain. And I relaxed. The fucking muscles in my face relaxed. I look different. I'm holding my posture differently. When you eat differently for 5 or 10 years, it's one thing you have a good meal, you feel good. You had one good meal today out of 3 or 4 shitty ones, and maybe you feel good after that one good meal. Try eating good meals every day, all day for 5 or 10 years, and you change, man. Your cellular structure changes. You change. Unfortunately, this is a solitary path, and most people that I've talked to that go through the path of the warrior, the spiritual warrior, they go from having large groups of friends to just a couple, little tight-knit crew, little tight-knit circle of good people, of real down motherfuckers who are kind of doing the similar thing. But that's all you need. It's all you need is a few good people. You don't need lots and lots of people. Too much influence isn't a good thing. Keep your circles small. Keep your influence tight. Keep your popularity contained. Bottom line with this, I'll let you go. I just wanted to drive this point home. That you have to get rid of the mindset that you started with. You have to be willing to be ostracized by the people that you started with. You have to get rid of the people who only like you when you're down. They only like the down version of you, the weak version of you. You have to dump them all. It's all food for thought.